Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is West. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run again here with West. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And now Flacco not happy with the play they'd called. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now West. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, that's West, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough. To move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Dixon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
2nd down, Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. When it's first and goal from that close inside the 5, do you like running the toss or pitch to the outside?
I think some teams feel like they have a little more room, and it enables them to do that. But I know flip it over to the other side. You just read one key, and you go. You don't worry about a second move and getting hurt that way. Go get it right now, and that's exactly what they did and caused the loss.
A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Kaiser now on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Kessler goes off on 4th down, and on comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This one taken from the 7. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Dixon. And he works free. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Flacco. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Flacco. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Second and goal to go now. They'll try again with Dixon. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15.
Let's go.
Kaiser on first down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Sammy Coates has it complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Flacco here on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Dixon on the pitch. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They stay on the ground with Dixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Flacco to throw here on third down. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Dixon on the give from Flacco. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On second down, it's Dixon. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On third and short to give to the tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster. They'll throw here. Kaiser. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Kaiser. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go!
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. He finds Coates complete. Taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action. Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Johnson running right. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Brought in by Coates. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Now a handoff. Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. This from 36 yards out. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's McNichols. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
You got it. You got it. Here we go. 190.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because
the Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Kaiser now. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Flick round. Flick round. Let's go.
Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. The swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Flacco now. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating off play action, Flacco. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quick slant, that's caught by the veteran Maclin. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Flacco from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd down following the run.
Hey, we got to get this stop. Ohio!
Again, it's Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Kaiser. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And his throw is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now in desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 34 yards, and it'll give the Ravens a first down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. In the red zone this time. Flacco will take to the air again. And Watson has it right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. Passing play. Flacco forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Let's go. 190. We got 3. 190.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done.